What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel, and let the story continue. I don't know if you guys were watching yesterday. I've completed quite a big amount of this story. Um, Probably, honestly, this is my first time touching this game, and it's become one of my favorite games. Simply just because the story, the whole vibe of this game is truly amazing. So yeah, let's get back into it. Last place I left off, I got a lot of cups yesterday. I got 3 silver, 2 gold, and let me give you a little background on the story of this game. The game actually has like a lot of good vibe. The story is it's got a lot of actors from the movie Mad Men, or the TV series Mad Men on AMC. You start off as a regular cop, then you work your way up to detective. So let's get back to it. This is gonna be Act 2. The fact that this game allows like your detective skills, like you have to freaking look around, see how which way they're looking.
If you're looking for the coroner, he's down by the crash site.
Okay. Did I finish investigating this scene? These 2 girls yesterday were,
This ain't the race
um,
car.
this guy was trying to unalive these 2 girls yesterday.
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part.
Out of all these games, look at how amazing the facial expressions are. The actors look realistic. You got real car brands.
Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue damage.
Please, 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 dear, come home. If
She's a
you're
long way
worried
from
about,
home.
if you're worried about your father, don't be. All is forgiven. He has a hot temper. Can be very proud, but you're still his little girl, and he loves you. I know he didn't mean those things. He said, "You're a good, decent girl, dear, and you're not Hollywood. Wants myself." Eh. Okay. Seems like one of the girls in the car, one of the passengers, is very young.
They've been torn off. Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag.
Ugh,
I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
that's messed up. Nobody got unalived in this scene. We're gonna run back upstairs. Wait, let's talk to the coroner real quick.
Drunk driver?
Maybe not.
How so?
Well, a head I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. Is it real?
It's full of these type of
No.
mini trolls.
I think it's supposed
This
to
is
be a
the actor.
replica of an
Hold
Indian
on, what's
truck
his
and head.
name?
It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
What's it made from?
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess, then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women dead.
They say it's about 400 actors in this game that took random part. This guy's Cole Phillips, played in Mad Men. He's played by
Find anything interesting?
Cosgrove. Okay. It's full of those Ken
But
Cosgrove's
someone managed to tip
jokes.
their ride straight off a cliff. If the driver's in
Let's
a
go
fit
talk to the
state, we
lady
should
that's
ask.
upstairs. Or above. Upstairs. You guys know what I'm talking about. What's up, everybody? Whoever's watching, thanks for tuning in. Let's get submerged into this game of L.A. Noire. Should I be playing it in... honestly, this is one of the coolest things about this game. Hold on. I feel like this gives it that aesthetic.
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of
You?
Beast of...
I don't like. Keep out of this.
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claimed that you were drugged. Who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
Who drugged you, Mrs. McAfee?
You really are a cute detective, but a little too naive for my taste.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
How old is Jessica, Mrs. Ballard?
I couldn't say how old Jessica is. Old enough, sweetheart, as the saying goes.
We found a shrunken head. It was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
It's obviously some kind of movie prop. You must know where it came from.
In case you hadn't noticed, I am the talent. And the talent doesn't deal with props or sets or any of that kind of stuff. Why don't you ask Mark Bishop which prop house he uses?
You mentioned a Mark Bishop. You think he might have had something to do with this?
He is a movie producer. As for his involvement, you just leave it to me and my husband to worry about.
I want to know what happened between you two that made him want to commit a double murder.
Bishop offered me a part in his picture. Then he withdrew it. Fact is, we had a deal. I pressed him on it, and this is where I end up.
Mrs. McAfee, I think it would be in
Dang,
everyone's best interest
I did
if you
bad.
accompanied Patrolman
It was
Gonzalez back to the receiving hospital.
accused,
I'm being taken in?
You could say that.
and
On
then
what
I probably should have went
grounds?
bad cop.
On the grounds that you were under the influence of narcotics and that you are withholding information from the police.
My
Which is a
husband is going
serious
to want a word
offense.
with you, Sonny Jim.
I think we're good here. Let's go see what we can shake out of the kid.
If you guys don't mind, I am gonna play it in color though. I just enjoy the like the way the version looks now.
has regained consciousness at Central Receiving Hospital.
11K Roger, en route. Stop! Turn back the other way.
Continue to respond.
This would be such a great TV series.
Left here.
Oh, shoot. It's all dead ends. We're close to the hospital. I think that's a doctor. It's not a doctor.
Take the next left. You need to take the next left.
We're looking for Jessica Hamilton, I guess.
Hello, Detective Phelps, here to interview a Jessica Hamilton.
Jessica Hamilton. Oh, yes. She's in the room right behind you, Detective.
You can't hold me here. No!
Hello, Doctor. I'm Detective Phelps. You're attending to the young lady from the auto accident?
Yes. She's conscious now, but I doubt she'll remember much. She's still feeling some of the after effects.
Jessica was drugged?
She certainly was. Chloral hydrate would be my guess, and there's clear evidence of abuse. She's still a minor, Detective.
Someone planned a double murder to cover up a statutory rape? Swap 7 years for life and gets Guy McAfee on their case? Doesn't make much sense to me.
I guess it depends on what they had to lose. Feeling better since this morning, Jessica?
A little. My head still feels swimmy.
Hello, Jessica. My name is Cole Phelps. I'm a policeman. I'd like to talk to you about your accident, if that's okay.
Okay.
Can you tell me what you remember about the crash?
It's all kind of fuzzy. I remember waking up here. Nothing happened yesterday.
Tell the truth, Jessica. Why the big cover-up?
I'm not lying to you.
We found your underwear in your handbag, Jessica. You need to tell us what happened.
The doctor told me what happened. I didn't want that. I just wanted to be a star, to be in movies. I told Junie what happened, and she told me to toughen up. That was the price of stardom.
Did she now, cold-hearted bitch?
It's not Junie's fault. It's not my first time. I had a boyfriend back home, but my father found out about him.
Even if you consented, Jessica, you're still underage. We need to get in touch with your parents, Jessica, to tell them what has happened.
Oh, you don't need to worry them. They sent me along to stay with Aunt June. They trust her to take care
Not
of
what the
me.
letter said.
You're lying, Jessica. How are we going to make this right if you lie to us?
Please, Detective, why would I lie to you?
Because you're a runaway, Jessica, and you don't have your parents' permission to be here. Now, do you want to tell me what really happened?
I went with Junie to this strange place. It's difficult to remember. Someone gave me a drink to calm my nerves, and then I felt faint. I think I must have passed out.
How did you meet Mr. Bishop?
Well, Junie is a big movie star. You probably know that. She's doing a new movie.
What's the story with Bishop and Mrs. McAfee? Why does he want the two of you dead?
That can't be true. Mr. Bishop seemed very happy today. I mean, yesterday.
And that's why he wedged a shrunken head against the accelerator pedal and punted the two of you over an escarpment?
I overheard Junie speaking to him on the phone a couple of times. Screaming, really. She can be very hard sometimes, Junie. But they seemed okay yesterday, like they worked it out.
I know what happened to you,
That
Jessica.
investigation music. It
Where
got me just so
exactly did it
like
take
zoned
place?
into this game. I can't put this
Please,
down.
it's scary. It's really difficult to think of anything.
Jessica, I really need you to help me here.
I remember the mermaid.
Was the mermaid in the movie too?
No, it was on the front of a building. We pulled up in front of the mermaid.
Thank you, Jessica. You've
Yes.
been a big help. Here's
Got
my card.
4 out of 4,
If you
guys.
think of anything or you need some help, just get in touch, okay?
Okay.
I think it might be a good idea if you went back home till you felt better, Jessica.
I couldn't do that, officer. What if I got the part and I wasn't there?
Shh. Naive.
It's the tale of this town, Cole. Lambs that go willingly to slaughter. Who the hell is that?
Must be her lawyer. He certainly expedited her release.
I don't like it, Cole. Why is she in such a hurry? We should follow her.
So accurate to current times.
There she goes. Come on.
Ballard is definitely up to something.
7825, code 6.
She seems to have made a remarkably speedy recovery.
Dookie. Born for Dookie. Truck guy.
Easy, Cole. Better back it off.
That's how these people drive.
Now would be a bad time to forget how to drive, Cole.
Get in there and see what she's up to.
Oh, crapola.
Get in there and see what she's up to.
Yeah. It's gonna take me a couple tries. Okay. What table to sit in?
Get in there and see what she's up to.
Warden for Dookie. Sit in the booth, clown.
Baby? No! I don't want him taught a lesson. You know what I want. Well, then make someone else do it! You still know people out here, don't you? Then make some calls! I'm gonna be very clear about this. You get this done, or I'm... Wilson's Hotel. Mr. Mark Bishop, that son of a bitch, lives in apartment 803.
Mark Bishop, apartment 803. Remember that, guys.
Sure, I got the film.
Can you drive to this one?
And where exactly are we going?
So what's the story? I'm guessing she didn't stop for light refreshments.
She made a call. Sounds like Mark Bishop has a heap of trouble headed his way. I've got an address. Wilson's Hotel, apartment 803.
Oh, shit. You better step on it.
If he's got any sense, he'll be as far away from home as possible.
If he had any sense, he wouldn't have tried bumping off Guy McAfee's wife in the first place. Or he'd have done the job properly. McAfee will break a fella's legs just for looking at his broad the wrong way.
What did you make of the kid? You believe her story?
I think she was doped out of her tiny mind and given the casting couch. That fucking bitch Ballard sold her out.
So if Ballard was doing someone a favor, why did they try to kill her?
All units in the vicinity in car 11K, 11 King, a 415 in progress at apartment 803, Wilson's Apartment Hotel, 1220 West 7th Street, Westlake Park. 11K code 3, all other units code 2. KGPL clear.
Roger, KGPL. 11K en route.
All units in the vicinity in car 11K, 11 King, a 415 in progress at apartment 803, Wilson's Apartment Hotel, 1220 West 7th Street, Westlake Park. 11K code 3, all other units code 2. KGPL clear.
I'm Detective Phelps. We received a call about a domestic disturbance in apartment 803.
Oh, the detectives. Listen, Mrs. Bishop's pretty upset. Take the elevator and then left down the corridor. It's the last door on the right.
803, last door on the right. Did he say the right or left?
Sounds like we're about to make it a hat trick with hysterical female witnesses.
It's alright, I'm good with these females.
LAPD, ma'am. Are you in danger?
I'm all right now. You just missed them. Horrible, awful men.
Are you injured, Mrs.?
Mrs. Bishop. Gloria Bishop. Please, come in, officers. I'll just need to sit down for a moment. Forgive me.
That's perfectly normal, ma'am.
Just look at this mess!
We'll take a quick search of the premises, ma'am. You take a moment to gather your thoughts.
I will. Thank you, officer.
There's supposed to be perpetrators in here originally.
Presented to Mark. Great Wall of Babylon. A replica of a replica. Looks like the old movie set downtown.
It took too long to get here.
Not much help. Seems irrelevant. Probably nothing.
Looks like we found our mermaid. Who are these men in the picture?
My husband, Mark, and Marlon Hopgood. They work together on occasion. That's Hopgood's shop.
Not sure this means much. It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
What do you have to do to earn $20,000?
In those times, do you know how much 20,000 is now? That'd be like 50K or something. What? It's probably 60. Let me double check this one. That big of a check it. Yeah. I think we might have to go talk to her again.
Those men, I think they work for Guy McAfee. Do you know the name?
No. Why should I?
June Ballard is married to Guy McAfee. Have you heard of her?
That slut. She's been badgering my husband for days.
Mrs. McAfee alleges that your husband tried to kill her and her friend last night. I think you should tell us what you know.
My husband's a movie producer. This has something to do with his new picture. He doesn't include me in his business.
What do I choose? What do I choose?
Can we get on with this, please?
June Ballard said she had a deal to be in his new picture.
Mark repeatedly told her no. He had Joan Leslie lined up for the role. That's how he got the finance. June made all kinds of threats. She was very rude to me.
You know June Ballard?
We were both on the same picture a few years back. That's how I met my husband.
Where can we find your husband, ma'am?
He told me he would be on set. That's all I know.
Either we find him or McAfee's people do, Mrs. Bishop. If you care for him, you should make sure that we find him first.
I do care for him. But I don't really know where he'd go if he were in trouble. Hopgood might know.
Why is your husband paying Lorna Hopgood $20,000?
Lorna? Marlon's ex-wife? Are you sure?
You're lying, Mrs. Bishop. It's some kind of payoff. You know exactly what the money is for and who it's getting paid to.
Do I? Would you like to prove that, Detective?
Your husband looks like he's being blackmailed. They obviously have something on him if he's prepared to kill to cover it up. Why is the payment going to Hopgood and not McAfee?
Lorna works at a check-cashing place in Hollywood. You need to ask Hopgood why he needs that much money in cash.
Your husband was at a casting yesterday with a young girl?
Not that I know of. He told me he was looking at locations. The picture's been cast.
Jessica remembered a mermaid. The mermaid on the front of the prop store. You better come clean with me.
This is a sick town, Detective. Are you sure you really want to know? The truth is, my husband likes them young.
And you think that's okay?
I was 16 when I first met him. I thought he was a genius, a magician with film. I was 20 before I realized he was just a B-movie hack. But he's nothing compared to some of the monsters at these big studios. My guess is Ballard
The
sacrificed her
McAfee
little
parties, huh?
friend.
They're kind of like the Hitler parties.
Happens to a lot of girls.
Your husband is in trouble. It could go easier for him if you were more helpful, Mrs. Bishop.
He's a big boy, Detective, and so are you. This is Hollywood. There's always a deal to be done.
A mess in this house. I can't find the freaking phone.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need a location on a silver screen prop store.
Just a moment. Silver Screen Props, corner 3rd and Figueroa.
Thanks, ma'am.
An aging movie star, a wannabe starlet, a movie producer's wife. They're finally rubbing shoulders with the almost rich and famous.
And from the stories they've given us, clearly none of them can act.
Mrs. Bishop knows more than she's letting on.
She doesn't seem to realize how much trouble her husband is in. The LAPD are the least of their worries right now.
You'd think she'd have gotten the hint after those hatchet men redecorated her apartment.
Maybe she's just loyal.
Or she's in on it. She didn't seem like your average giddy broad with nothing between the ears.
Or she might just be trying to buy enough time for Bishop to put a couple of oceans between him and McAfee.
Our units also needs assistance. 540 West 9th Street at Uncle Sam's Army Supply. 540 West 9th Street. Unit can handle code 2 identified.
I'm gonna respond to that call right quick and just whatever. I should have prevented that. Oh, I wouldn't have been able to prevent the apartment from getting messed up.
Cross over, keep going straight. Straight ahead here. Go straight through here. Right turn, coming up.
Too late, coming up.
Straight over. You're taking the next left.
Our units also needs assistance. 540 West 9th Street at Uncle Sam's Army Supply. 540 West 9th Street. Unit can handle.
I don't know what you're talking about. We weren't doing nothing.
I've seen you little sons of bitches prowling around my store. I'll show you. I'll
another
teach
actor.
you not to.
Sir, drop the weapon. You've been drinking, sir. You don't really want to.
3 times I've been robbed. Ain't nothing gets done about it.
Not the 38. Whoa, no way, dude.
Look out, more of them. Put them down.
Enough games, folks. Take this guy out.
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
L.A. King calling KGPL. I've been involved in a shooting. Suspects are down. Need an ambulance to 540 West 9th Street. It's a code 4. Notify a supervisor.
Another code 4.
Roger, 11K. All units be advised. Suspects are down at 540 West 9th Street. Shooting at Uncle Sam's Army Surplus is code 4.
Go left just now.
Take the next left. Straight on here. Next left. Take the next right. Cross over, keep going straight. Straight through.
Take the next left.
You'll be taking the next right.
Stop just at...
Trip on the twilight.
Phelps and Bukowski, LAPD. We are investigating the attempted murder of June Ballard and Jessica Hamilton.
Christ! I'm Marlon Hopgood. How can I help?
You hold castings here?
How'd you hear about that? I got a little soundstage out back.
Lead the way. Keep him here, Stefan. I'm going to take a look around.
What's this got to do with me?
Don't try my patience, knucklehead.
Turn off the lights, Hopgood.
Why would I want to do that?
Humor him.
One-way mirrors. There's a room on the other side.
Huh. Well, well. Find a way into that peep den, Phelps. I'll stay here and keep our pervert company.
Doping a 15-year-old kid and abusing her in a screen test. What is wrong with these people? So what next?
The room behind the mirror makes our case. We need to find a way in. It can't be that way, Phelps. You couldn't fit a rat through there.
It doesn't appear to be connected.
Jungle Drums, 8th and Francisco.
Attention, Mark Bishop.
This guy is a Class A creep. Back then, people got away with anything. That's so wild.
So what happened to the film of Hamilton's screen test?
He got it. It's a creep.
Listen, I have to call you back. I got some business here.
Sit down, Courtney. This is Mickey. Mickey, this is Courtney Sheldon. What would you like to drink?
Scotch. Straight up.
I hear you're back at school learning to be a doctor, kid.
Yes. That's right, Mr. Cohen.
So you want to be a doctor and a dope peddler. Interesting combination, huh?
Do we have a problem, Mr. Cohen?
We might have, yeah. Selling your dope to my boy Lenny looked like a good move, but Lenny has been supplying, wholesale, so to speak. The Bindle boys in this town aren't used to the juice without a little of the middleman taking his cut.
Lenny promised that wouldn't happen, Mr. Cohen. And Lenny works for you.
What can I say about Lenny? Let me think. Oh yeah, he's a putz. And he's lazy, and he's greedy, but he's my wife's brother. And how can you make a cake with those ingredients, huh? Jeez.
So how is that my problem, Mr. Cohen?
Well, kid, the only way we're going to be able to make this work is to do some repackaging. We need to get the dope out of those dinky little cardboard boxes and...
Surrettes.
Yeah, Surrettes. Great. We can put it into a big vat so we can water it down a little bit.
I won't bore you with the chemistry, but it doesn't work that way. You're likely to kill even more people.
Okay, listen. We want to buy you out, kid. I'll offer you 50 grand. Hey. Hey! You don't like my offer?
Sheldon need to get a protection.
The Sheldon kid? I think I want him dead.
So this is where you sprang from.
We're gonna put this guy in jail too.
You ever do any work for Mark Bishop?
Mainly do work for the studios. RKO, Republic, Warner Brothers. So yeah, when Bishop is doing work for a studio, yes.
When did you last see him?
Now I'm doing work for his next picture. Still pre-production though. Haven't seen him around here in a while.
I know you're lying, Hopgood. Bishop was here, and you know exactly what he was doing and what he left lying around afterwards.
You come in here without a warrant, and now you start throwing your weight around? You should get your facts straight before you come in here and start shooting off that mouth of yours.
McAfee's men are looking for Bishop. We need to find him first. Any idea where he might have gone to ground?
If he really tried to kill McAfee's wife, my advice to him would be to leave town.
I'm warning you, Hopgood. If you give him up to McAfee and we find out about it...
Wind it back a notch, tough guy. I'm telling you, I don't know where he is.
That's all for now, Hopgood. We're taking you in.
Phelps! Roy Earl, advice. Hold on a moment. This is clearly a vice case. You've been roughing up my informant?
Hopgood is a vice informer?
Yes, he is, Phelps, and a very important one. Look at that mug. Have you been upsetting these two officers, Marlon?
So we just drop it?
You do if you know what's good for you. You need to catch the movie producer before an angry husband does, from what I'm hearing.
I'll be making a full report to the captain, Detective.
You do that, kid. We're all very impressed with you. Let it slide, Cole. Let's get out of here.
I botched this investigation.
Detectives. Johnny Goldberg. You work for Mickey C.
That's right, detectives.
You wouldn't happen to know the guys who roughed up Mrs. Bishop earlier today by any chance?
No, not us. We don't do that kind of thing. It's the husband we'd like to talk to.
This is a police matter. You don't want to be taken in for obstruction of justice, do you, boys?
You could try the obstruction rap, but it won't stick. We could beat that.
You've had your 10 cents worth, gentlemen.
Bishop knows how the world works. Mrs. McAfee hits him up for a movie part. Happens every day. But Bishop takes it a step too far and tries to rub out Mrs. McAfee. Naturally, Guy is going to get upset.
What made you think Bishop would be here?
We figure he might be planning a little accident for Hopgood, too. Those two guys have got some unfinished business. You let us know if you find Bishop. Guy McAfee can be a very generous man.
I'm only going to warn you once, gentlemen, to stay out of this. This is a police matter. We will be bringing Mark Bishop into custody.
At least he's polite. Kind of dumb, but polite.
But I'm a lot less polite, you smug son of a bitch. So let me put it in ruder terms that even a pair of blockheads like you might understand. The only reason that you don't have bars on your windows already is because you're small fry. And we don't waste our time on small fry. You stay away from Bishop, and you stay away from me. Is that clear enough for you, asshole? Now run along back to your boss so we can pat you on the head and tell you what good boys you are.
I don't think they like your little pep talk, Bukowski.
Oh, shit! Get us out of here! They really don't want anybody getting the Bishop before they do.
Woo. I'm a little exposed here, Phelps. I can't take the shot from here, Cole.
Need to lose those fools, Phelps.
I'll try for the tires. Keep your foot down.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on. Make a move. This duck's here.
I need to be closer, Cole.
Let's see him chase us now. Onto the movie set, Phelps. Let's roll.
Oh, Christ. And they say working traffic is like watching paint dry.
You know how to piss people off, Bukowski.
Hey, if they're prepared to gun down cops in broad daylight, McAfee really means business.
Seems like we're the only ones who want Bishop alive.
I have a good mind just to let him go work on the son of a bitch. I'm about done putting my life on the line to protect some child molester.
That's our job, unfortunately. They don't get to dole out the justice.
There's the slippery bastard now.
No. God damn it!
Get him, Phelps. I'll cover the exit.
He's freaking running. Yeah, stop
Bishop,
running
stop.
from the
LAPD.
police already.
Calling KGPL, requesting assistance at 8th and Francisco, the abandoned movie set.
Go grab a cookie.
Pursuing suspect. On foot. Code 3, KGPL.
We're trying to help you, Bishop!
This is all a big mistake.
It's us or McAfee's boys. Your choice.
I didn't do anything.
Get the hell out of here, you goddamn maniac! Bishop, that's enough!
That girl made it all up.
Tell me this isn't one of the best games ever. Grand Theft Auto could never.
Don't make this any harder on yourself, Bishop.
Hey, June Ballard. Black Ballard.
Hands in the air, Bishop! Move it! Mark Bishop, you're under arrest for the attempted murder of June Ballard and the rape and attempted murder of Jessica Hamilton.
All right, I'll come quietly. Just don't kill me. If you found me, then McAfee's goons will too. Oh, we need to get out of here.
All right, but you stay close. Any tricks, and I'll save McAfee's boys the trouble.
Follow me. I know another way out of this place. Christ, detective, they're trying to kill me.
Last chance to back the hell down. McAfee doesn't make the rules. You hear me?
I'm gonna put holes in you, asshole!
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist. LAPD, you're making a big mistake.
That's a 4 nickel.
You're pretty brave. Surrender now, or I will use deadly force.
Kill them, for God's sake! I don't want to die!
Is this really the best McAfee's got?
Shit. Really hurts.
You have to get me out of here.
There's no way out of here. I thought you said you knew where you were going.
We have to jump for it. This is insanity!
Find some cover! Last chance to back the hell down.
Come on, it's this way.
McAfee doesn't make the rules. You hear me?
He's there! God, they're everywhere.
Really hurts.
LAPD, you're making a big mistake. Is this really the best McAfee's got?
You have to get me out of here.
This is worse than a war zone.
This is insanity! For the love of God, how many are there? I don't want to die here.
I'll kill every last one of you if I have to.
The statue there. There's a ladder leading to the ground.
This is all Ballard's fault. There's an army of them. We're done for.
Get him over here, I'll cover you! Come on, the cavalry's here!
I should have known that big was trouble.
Weapons on the ground, now!
This way! Keep moving!
Put your weapons down and your hands in the air.
Come on, let's keep moving.
Follow me. We need to get him to the car.
Let's go!
Stay down.
Follow me! Come on!
Get him to the car. I can cover you from here. You're almost there.
All right, let's go. Now!
Find some cover! Bishop, that's enough!
Now, this is what I call a result. Mark Bishop, erstwhile film producer and all-around piece of shit, catches a fast ticket to Quentin for statch rape and attempted murder, so he gets to spend the next 15 years playing sissy instead of sticking it to little girls. That is justice with a capital J, Detective Phelps. You developed such a reputation, I'm not going to be able to hold on to you any longer. You're getting promoted. Go on, get your new assignment. It was good working with you, son.
This guy's a douche.
Phelps, Bukowski, this your work?
Can I help you, Detective?
Sorry, Cap. Didn't see you there.
Yeah, I'll bet you did. This is a traffic case.
Dude's a
You need
crooked
something?
cop.
I'm here to buy a drink for the 2 LAPD traffic cops who broke the back of Guy McAfee's private army. You don't have a problem with that, do you, Captain?
Go right ahead.
Get in. I'm buying. You'll like this place. A lot of movie people hang out here. You like jazz, Cole? The hopheads love it.
Sure, I guess.
Big bands and swing I can understand, but this bebop palaver? How are you supposed to dance to that? This is Phelps, Leroy. Be nice to him. You'll like this place. They treat you right.
You like a table, Roy?
What do you think we want to do? Stand at the bar like
I'll
chumps?
get a table ready for you then.
Don't look so happy to see me, Alphonse. I might get the wrong impression. Cole, this is Alphonse. He's a French Negro from Africa. Can you beat that?
The Congo.
A pleasure to meet you, Alphonse. Is Elsa singing tonight?
Yes, she is. She has the next set.
Come on, Cole. You can meet Elsa while they're fixing us a table. You'll like her. She's something else.
Maybe another night, Roy. She's pretty beat up about it.
Get your hands off me. Don't ever tell me what to do or what not to do, Alphonse. You got a nice club here. Don't spoil it.
If you will follow me, detectives. Just through the door.
He was my only real friend, Harlan. We went through it all. Do you realize what he meant to me?
Of course I do.
You have no idea. You said it was construction work.
It was an industrial accident, Elsa. How can I be held responsible?
Elsa, are you going on?
Louis, for God's sake, he was my best friend. The only man who ever loved me without putting his hands on me.
Hi, Elsa. Here's someone I'd like you to meet. Cole Phelps, war hero and crime fighter extraordinaire.
And why would I want to meet another fascist from the LAPD?
Sorry about this, Cole. What an evening I'm having. First a Negro puts his hands on me, and then this. Who do you think you're talking to, you German junkie whore? Don't you ever forget your place with me again. Do you hear me? Evening, Doc. How's business?
Sanguine. Louis, help me here. I'm gonna have to give her something before her performance.
Blow it off, Cole. These artsy-fartsy types always get a little flighty. Meet Dr. Harlan Fontaine, doctor to the stars. Mr. Fix-It to the mental wreckage of Hollywood. So what about that drink, boys?
No more traffic, now I'm in homicide. In the next episode, the red lipstick murder. Dang, dude.